4 a.m. Power walk, power talk. Let's go. How it feel to do something bigger and better than you? That's what you should be doing. Always, we should be doing something bigger than us. And how it feel and what it takes. Who you gotta become to be someone that can be doing something bigger and better than you, right? Self confidence got to be there. Self control got to be there. Self discipline got to be there. Great habits got to be there, right? You got to have all your powers as a totally package. It's not just one thing, right? You got to have everything together. Um, on that way, you can pull it off and you start doing something bigger than you because now you have the courage, right? You have the confidence, you have the power, you have the energy, you have the strength, you have the endurance, right? You connected with the power above, infinite intelligence, with God, with the universe. You taking the steps forward. The universes are taking steps, 10 extra steps for you, right? So the wind is blowing on your back and it's pushing you forward, even though when you don't have the gas and you keep going. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. It's a different feeling. It's a different vibe. It's a different level. It's a different kind of type of animal um, that you be coming up, like a different kind of type of beast, because it's more like it's like the gym, right? I love to use the concept of the gym for all this like scenarios and explanation of what is going on because one that we're also providing like how to build a body and how to do things at the gym and nutrition over here, right on the playlist of bodybuilding. Go check it out. Um, and the cool things that process concept it works for general life other things like achieving goals, financially dealing with money, not in all aspects but in the action, right? Into the action of the training of the practice of getting to that point. So yeah, it's like the gym, right? You start working out, you start building power, right? You develop the habit, then you start building strength, right? And then you start building endurance, and then you start getting bigger, right? And stronger and more endurance, and you keep going, right? And continues to grow, right? Those are for the people that come into the gym and exercise that push themselves a little bit farther all the time, right? For those that just come to clock in and clock out, that's like something that it doesn't bother me. I don't hate, but I use that person who was like taking that time um, and leverage, utilizing that time for like real results. Like man, you're already here every day. Like why you not getting no results? Why you ain't pushing? Why you in, you know, doing everything you gotta do? Why you just showing up, right? So it's one of the rules, but it's not gonna work if you don't do the other things. Like when we neglect, we neglect to just do a part of the equation of the success, like a part of the process, and we don't do the other part, it's not going to work, right? We got to do everything. It's like some people are good on exercising hard, but then they have bad habits with the like weekends. They trash all the results on the weekend, right? Because they don't get the rest that they need. They fucked it up their brain, their mind with the peace, and then the other days they catching up their power. They lose their power. Like you really lose your power if you drink over the weekend. You totally trash your results that you gain because everything you did from the beginning of the week to all the way to the end of the week, what happens is that that result is going to come out after your rest, after the recovery of the muscle. You break down the muscle. You tear all the cells of the muscle, right? The muscle destroy. Like let's say you put a grenade in here, boom, explode, right? Now all the pieces come back together and rebuild, right? And rebuild bigger. And on that process to rebuild, you have alcohol in your body, sugar, a lot of carbs, and then what happened, right? And then when you come back to the gym, right, to utilize the endurance and the strength that you have, is already out the window too, right? So you gotta do everything together. Like you gotta be clean, right? Not trash your results, and you gotta also, like, some people don't have bad habits, but when it comes to like drinking and drugs and things like that, but then they eat so much or eat so frequently. They don't give their body time to digest the food. They eat right before they go to sleep, right? So the same things here um, apply to like getting money, financial, right? Um, it apply in like reaching goals, doing something bigger than you. Everything applies the same, right? You can start now doing something that is way bigger than you, right? Way bigger than you, and then you are following the process on the daily basics, right? Like you're not getting off the diet, you're not getting off the exercise, you're going the extra mile, you're keeping a positive mental attitude, right? You're looking at your goals, you stay laser focused on your track to success, on your road to success. You learn things on the way and you adjust, right? And you execute, and you continue to bring it, um, your conscious, like the universe helps you. It kind of like brings you like ideas to do while you're doing there, things that needs to happen, and then you just gotta adjust, and while you adapting, and then when you see you adapted, and then you executing and you getting the results, now you start to being brave, like you start to having courage, your confidence is huge, like you start to believing in yourself, right? Now it's not like you thinking about it, you dreaming about it. Now you actually believe in yourself to the point that it's just like a matter of time for you. It's just a matter of time for you. And that's when your Monday becoming your best day. Because now you got a purpose, a defined purpose, right? You got a plan. You living by your plan, right? You don't miss it. You got the flow going, right? That means like you got, let's say, let's make a better scenario right here about the flow. I love the flow concept. I mean, that's what, it's like change for me on everything. It's like number one is the flow, right? Number one is God, let's be honest. But yeah, because if you connect with God, with the power above, that should be priority. But and but second, the things over here, like the flow, is one of the biggest ones. Like, for example, you got a line from you to your goal. You got a connection from you to your goal. It's like a line connected, right? And then what happened is that pretty much is that 99% of the time, point nine, like all the things that you gotta do in the alignment with the line from here to your goal. If you cut that, you die on the game to playing and to get there, right? And then it's kind of like you got to start from zero. It's like on everything else, like with the money that you're saving for a emergency fund, with the money that you're saving to make investment, that the time goes by fast, and then a couple years from now, that money's going to be making you a lot of money, right? And but you never did it, right? It's kind of like the idea that you have to do something big and cause impact, and you never did, right? It's like you was going to take care of your body and you right and go to the gym, and you keep cutting the flow. Cutting the flow is that you come to the gym, you exercise, but then you don't eat right, and then you go out and drink, and then you don't follow through with all the things. That line, that means like everything inside the package you're going to do. So that means it's not just having the courage or being brave to go for something bigger, but then you got to also have the self-discipline. You got to have self-mastery. What is self-mastery? That means from this line to that goal to where you're going, you're not cutting that line, right? And nothing's going to interfere that line. It's not going to break that line, right? um, that means self-confidence, self-discipline. I mean, overall self-mastery, your courage, right? Um, the talking that goes between your ears on your mind about if you can do it, you cannot do it. You know, whatever the mind can conceive and believe the mind can achieve. That means you're 100% in with your goal. And now, come on, execution, like application. Because if you're doing all the things and you got all these things and you tap into all your powers and you're utilizing all of them, like what it is that is going to hold you, you connect to the power above. First thing, you bless. Like God is opening up the doors for you. The universe is blowing the wind on your back, is pushing you forward to do all these things. Now you utilizing all this other stuff that you know would make you powerful. That means like you are able to follow up. Your word is like like gold. You say something, you're doing. Your execution is uh I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some great words, but your execution is on point, like 100%. Like everything you operate at 100%, right? You're doing everything you need to do, step by step. You're moving forward. You reach the first milestone, the second milestone, the third milestone, the fourth milestone. At that point, your body, your mind, everything around you, your confidence, everything, you just feel like, you know, it's done. It's just like it takes some time. It's like I plant the seed, I fertilize the soil, the ground, and I'm doing the water. The times that needs to be done, I do it the few times a day, in the morning, in the middle of the day, in the afternoon. I'm doing everything that needs to be done, right? Not missing a beat every day, and now it's growing and it's gonna produce the fruits that needs to produce. Let's go do something bigger than you. It's possible. You just gotta do the work. Because if you do the work, the same way that men that you admire will come up to your life and will be present, and will you see and will you live that kind of life that you wanted to live, the way you want to live, being that man you want to be, and achieving something greater than you. Like I know you got inside of you that person that you admire, that you want to be. Build that motherfucker. Um, Bring all your powers into existing. Like utilize those things. Don't leave those things buried inside of you. You got so much within, like greatness that got to come out. You just got to use. Let that beast come out and come over here and run. Your show the best way you can, right? Instead of trying and struggling to do the best you can when you're not even doing good, right? You're just struggling, right? So get clear, talk to yourself, bring yourself out, and take yourself to the next level. Live the rest of your life, the best of your life. I love you guys. It was good being here with you. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's roll!
Give it to me like